Today we're taking a look at the NFL matches, which are happening on Saturday, August 28, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Green Bay Packers vs Buffalo Bills. The Bills' starting QB has not taken a snap this preseason, but he did ink a massive contract extension with the New York State franchise. Look for Allen to reassert his dominance early on against the Packers' second-string defense. The Buffalo Bills have not been defeated this NFL preseason, and their run will likely continue at home in front of their fans. Love will be returning after injuring his shoulder against the New York Jets and leaving that game early. With the Bills expected to play their starters, this should be another golden opportunity for the young quarterback to get quality reps against a live first-team defense. The Packers are still clearly evaluating whether they have their quarterback of the future or if it's time to start apologizing to Aaron Rodgers. The Buffalo Bills made sure to lock in their quarterback Josh Allen this offseason by signing him to a massive extension. This game will be the first preseason action that he has seen as he has sat the first 2 games. Unfortunately for the Packers, their defense might also have to test things out against a Bills offense humming with Josh Allen behind center. The Bills finally have their franchise quarterback and one of the future faces of the NFL. Allen, a second-team All-Pro, is a spectacle to behold on the field, but the Packers are also coming into this game with a defense that finished top 10 last season. However, Mitchell Trubisky has been making a case to be the backup as he is coming off a game against Chicago, where he was 20 of 28 for 221 yards and a touchdown. Having a good backup quarterback is important to see in case something happens to your starter. Look for star QB Josh Allen to continue last season's impressive form under center, quickly racking up early points. My betting advice for that game is to pick under. Baltimore Ravens vs Washington Football Team. Even if Washington head coach Ron Rivera decides to sit starter Ryan Fitzpatrick, the football team has some quality backups ready to take over. The Baltimore Ravens have matched the previous NFL record with 19 consecutive preseason wins. They topped the Saints by 3 points in the opener and pummeled the Carolina Panthers by a 23 score last week. Lamar Jackson has yet to play in the preseason, and it is unlikely he suit up in this one either. Both of these backups are capable of playing solid football, which usually leads to preseason victories. Tyler Huntley has won the backup spot behind Jackson. The 23-year-old QB is mobile and has displayed his ability to run in the preseason. He played the entire game last week and accrued 187 passing yards with no touchdowns and 1 pick. Third-string QB Trace McSorley is out with a back injury, and fourth-string QB Kenji Bahar was released earlier this week. This means Huntley should play almost the entire game. The Washington football team played in the NFC Wild Card round last season despite only winning 7 games and possessing an offense that only scored 20.9 points per game. The offensive issues were addressed in the offseason as the team acquired Ryan Fitzpatrick in free agency, who will be the starting quarterback. The upcoming preseason game, however, is going to be crucial for the quarterback depth chart as the football team is going to look for one of their backups, whether it be Taylor Heineke or Steven Montez, to step up and possibly take over as the starter by mid-season. The Ravens have thrived on the ground in their preseason wins. J.K. Dobbins won't play, and Gus Edwards likely won't see any action either. Third-string RB Justice Hill is out with injury, leaving Tyson Williams and rookie RB Nate McCrary. He has been productive, recording 195 rushing yards in 2 games, while Williams has tallied 88 yards. The coaching staff also will want to see how rookie right tackle Samuel Cosmi plays on the right side alongside right guard Brandon Scherf. My betting advice for that game is to pick under. Quick reminder, you can get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on our partner sportsbook BetUS after you open an account using our link down below and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES when making your deposit. Chicago Bears vs Tennessee Titans. The point is that this team is very well built, and I can see them making a strong push in the AFC again this season. Rodney Adams has had a strong preseason. He had 4 catches for 57 yards in week 1 and 3 catches for 89 yards and a TD last week. Adams' TD was a 73-yard catch and run score. He is fighting to make the final roster and should see a lot of time with Fields in this game. Fields and Adams have had a strong camp and preseason together. We saw how bad the Chicago Bears played versus a Super Bowl contender in the Bills last week. Although the Titans are not built as well from top to bottom as the Bills, the team looks to be in better form than the Bears. Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, and newly acquired Julio Jones have not played in the preseason, and it is not likely they play in the final preseason game. If any of them do suit up and play, it will not be any longer than a drive or two. When the season does start, the Titans have a dynamic offense. Justin Fields is the team's leading passer in the preseason, as he has hit 23 of 39 passes for 222 yards with 1 touchdown and no picks. He leads the team with 79 yards and a score on the ground as well. Andy Dalton, who is expected to be the starter in week 1, is 13 of 21 for 164 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the year, while Nick Foles has gone 1 of 3 for 8 yards. Artavis Pierce, 9 carries, 62 yards, and Khalil Herbert, 9 carries, 53 yards, are still trying to lock up the number 2 spot behind David Montgomery, and that's something to watch for here. Rodney Adams, team-high 7 receptions, 146 yards, TD, Chris Lacey, 4 catches, 33 yards, and Riley Ridley, 2 grabs, 29 yards, are trying to make an impact. Seeing how only Dalton and a pair of offensive linemen among the expected offensive starters have seen more than 7 snaps in the first 2 games, you wouldn't expect a lot of change here. Jason Peters, picked up recently off the free agent wire, will get his first action as he tries to earn the starting left tackle job at age 39. My betting advice for that game is to pick over Arizona Cardinals vs New Orleans Saints. The Saints' first stringers jumped out to a 14-0 first quarter lead on the Jacksonville Jaguars in their second preseason game Monday, as QB Jameis Winston completed 9 of 10 passes for 123 yards, 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. The Saints have been a perennial Super Bowl team for each of the last 4 seasons, but there are many doubts about this team entering the upcoming season, especially when it comes to the depth on their roster. Defensively, the Cardinals have struggled over the first few weeks, and it might only get worse on Saturday. The Cardinals can't afford to have their offense off the field. Their long and first down conversion defense will need to be much improved to see them hang with teams in the red. New Orleans went on to win 23-21, but failed to cover as a 4-point favorite. My betting advice for that game is to pick over. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.